I have this tray of Cosmos, the Sensation Pink. Now these are actually not really ready to go out into the field, but I have been hardening them off for 2 nights outside the greenhouse, but the weather has been relatively mild now. But the reason why I'm going to put them in is that I can already see the first true leaves, which are these little spiky leaves, and that's the first true leaves of the Cosmos. So what I'm going to do, and this is just something that I'm going to experiment with this time, is that I will plant them between the tulips. And the reason is that after the tulips are over, like this one for example, and I did not cut them off, and I want the strength to go back into the bulb, so the bulb can actually store the food for winter, so then I can reuse that next time. So the ones that I have not cut from this tulip bed, I'm just going to leave them on, and then in between them I'm just going to interplant the Cosmos and leave the bulbs in the soil, and then later on when the time comes for me to dig up everything, so that is going to be the end of summer, that's when then I can also take the bulbs out, and it's just an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just planting out the Cosmos Sensational Tall between the tulips. And I'm trying to tease them out very, very carefully. And if 2 plants come together and they just don't want to get separated, then I just leave them on, and that's fine. Try to see them as twins who don't want to be separated. So we're just going to lower the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So just to tease them out very carefully to get maximum root as much as possible, and then just dig it in, put it in, and after farming it, of course, once this row is finished, to water it in very well. Sometimes in these very, very peaceful mornings, I just come out and then I discover one jewel after the other that has automatically just happened overnight. And take a look at this. This is the magnolia snap pea that I had sown in, I think it was end of January or February, and now they have grown. They have I have this little fence here that I've put up for them, and today morning when I came out, there were these absolutely gorgeous, beautiful flowers, which are of course going to turn into the snap peas at one point, but I think even the flowers are just so beautiful. Such a beautiful color. They don't smell, of course, because they are not sweet peas, but they are gorgeous. I thought I'd share that with you. So I wanted to show you an update on these little peonies that we had planted a couple of weeks ago. So that's one, and that's the second one. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so you can actually see. So they have sprouted really nicely, and that's the third one. So these are the ones that we had planted a couple of weeks ago, and they're doing actually quite well. So we'll wait and see if they carry flowers this year. And these are the beautiful poppies that I was talking about. So once they almost actually bloom daily. I'm just gonna go closer up to show you what I mean. So when you just leave them on and try not to yank out the plants, because they're actually considered weeds, but I don't think anything is a weed, because everything has its own beauty, and they're beautiful. I mean, look at that. Who wouldn't want to have this one in their garden? These are completely gorgeous tulips. Black parrot. They're lovely. So the roses have started to sprout buds, as you can see, and the buds are fattening. I'm very happy about that. So we're going to have a very, very beautiful display quite soon, I would say. By the looks of it, at least with this one, I would say maybe maybe in 3 weeks. So we should have a beautiful display in 3 weeks. You know, the thing about having very dense growth, which is something that I always wanted, because I planted this one up 2 years ago, this part of the garden. So with all of these shrubs which I wanted to act as a backdrop, and then I have this rose here, and then interspaced with all the poppies, and I also have this absolutely gorgeous acer. Don't know what variety this is, but that's the smaller, the dwarf maple. And yeah, so what I want to achieve is that you have this beautiful backdrop with colorful leafy shrubs that act as almost like a hedge, and then you can have a tree in front which shoots to the height, and then in between I will then just start weaving in the flowers. As of now, I have just left the poppies to self-seed. That's a camellia which is also going to grow tall, I hope. And then I just want to show you what's happened here with the mint. They've gone completely bananas, which is great, which is what I always wanted the mint to do. And instead of just having any other herb growing and acting as an undergrowth, I think I would much prefer have the mint, especially also because, you know, when you walk through it, you get this absolutely gorgeous perfume, and you can use the mint for a lot of things, not just for your tisane or your teas, but I use them in flower bouquets as well. I'm going to now make a bouquet, so I'll take you around to show you how I make the bouquet with the mint and some tulips from the garden.